The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 10. Grammer returns again, but she wasn't asked to be back. Fans wanted Grammer to be back on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 10, and there she is. The original housewife Camille Grammer will return to the upcoming installment, but with much more controversies this time. As of a few months ago, the popular TV personality wasn't sure of her presence on the reality show anymore, and neither were the viewers. Are you excited to watch more of her? Will she have a permanent role this time? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has always been in talks since it first debuted in 2010. The show ran for 9 long seasons and may continue for more. Starring several original housewives, the series focuses on their personal and professional lives in Beverly Hills, California. Its 10-year-long run has given us plenty of memories and an interesting set of TV personalities. Camille Grammer was initially a main member of the cast for the first 2 seasons of the show. However, she had to leave after the second installment and only appeared for a brief guest appearance. The popular TV star was later seen in semi-permanent roles, such as a friend of a housewife in most of the seasons. Recently, Camille informed her fans that she'd be returning to The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 10 as well. The actress took to her Twitter account and announced that she'd soon be getting back in game. Besides, the caption continues to call for diamonds and drama in the upcoming installment. No matter what happens on the show, fans are always in support of their favorite star. Hence, they were all happy for Camille as she announced her return. Some of them poked fun at Bravo, calling out that the TV network always needs Grammer to spice things up. In fact, a few followers claimed that The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 10 would be boring without her in it. Back in August 2019, the original housewife claimed that she wasn't asked back to The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 10. In a tweet, she continued that she did her time on the series, and it's Kyle's Richards' show now. Afterward, Camille added that her return is up to the current housewife. Besides, she didn't want to return after the reunion as the experience was awful. Later in September, Kyle Richards denied to Grammer's statements. In an interview, she expresses that she has no idea what goes on in Camille's mind. Moreover, she also confirms that the former central cast member's absence from Season 10 won't be her fault. The 10th season of the popular reality show is almost at our door. With a January 21, 2020 release date, the housewives are barely a few months away from being back at the television. Fans suspect that there may be much more controversy on the 10th anniversary of the series, although we're sure that Season 10 will be as fun as it has always been. In the glitzy world of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH. One thing is guaranteed, there's always a twist waiting around the corner. Season 10 was no different, and among the many rumors that swirled, one name continued to come up: Camille Grammer. The former housewife, known for her biting commentary and knack for stirring up drama, had left fans wondering whether she would be rejoining the cast. But if you think her comeback was a graceful invitation, think again. Camille herself claimed she wasn't formally asked to return to the show, sparking intrigue and, naturally, controversy. So, how did Camille end up in the mix once again, and what does it reveal about the dynamics of RHOBH? To understand why Camille's return created such a buzz, it's essential to look back at her history on the show. Camille joined the original cast of RHOBH in Season 1 and quickly became a central figure with her high-profile divorce from actor Kelsey Grammer and her tumultuous relationships with her co-stars. Known for her bluntness, Camille has often been both loved and hated by fans and cast members alike. Despite taking a step back after Season 2, Camille has made recurring appearances over the years, often as a friend of the housewives. Her sporadic returns kept her relevant in the RHOBH universe, but her frequent conflicts with the cast made each comeback feel like a roller coaster. Her knack for bringing unresolved issues to light meant that her presence, even as a friend, could shake the show's foundations. This history of hot and cold appearances made her rumored return in Season 10 all the more intriguing. The story of Camille's involvement in Season 10 began with a cryptic tweet she posted. "I wasn't asked back, I was invited." To some fans, it seemed like Camille was hinting at a backhanded invitation, as if she were an afterthought rather than a priority for producers. This phrasing set social media ablaze, as fans speculated what her comment could mean. Was she implying that the producers didn't actually want her, or that she had essentially invited herself back into the fold? The ambiguity left fans with questions. If Camille wasn't formally asked, was it possible that her presence was merely a way for producers to stoke drama without formally committing to her as a main cast member? Was Camille trying to reclaim her relevance in the RHOBH world by positioning herself as an outsider looking in? One of the main reasons Camille's Season 10 invite was so controversial is due to her rocky relationships with the other housewives. Over the years, Camille's confrontational style has led to several feuds, particularly with longtime cast members like Kyle Richards, Lisa Rinna, and Teddi Mellencamp. In Season 9, her clash with Teddi over hypocritical behavior led to an explosive dinner party scene, where Camille didn't mince words. She called out several of the women for their mean girl attitudes, making it clear that she wasn't interested in pretending to be friends for the sake of the show. Camille's complicated dynamic with the cast left a lingering tension that fans were eager to see resolved in Season 10. Some were rooting for her to come back and stir up more drama, while others dreaded the potential fallout. The fact that she wasn't formally asked back, yet ended up on screen anyway, was a point of contention that heightened the mystery around her return. Was she simply holding a grudge? Or were the producers looking for a way to bring back her brand of chaos without fully committing to her? Predictably, the other cast members had mixed feelings about Camille's return. Kyle Richards, in particular, wasn't thrilled. The two have a long-standing rivalry, with Kyle often calling Camille two-faced and accusing her of spreading gossip behind the scenes. Kyle's resentment toward Camille became evident as she questioned her motives for returning, especially if Camille had allegedly not been invited. Lisa Rinna, always one to call out duplicity, didn't hold back either. She accused Camille of weaseling her way back onto the show, suggesting that Camille might have a hidden agenda. Rinna's suspicions weren't unfounded, as Camille has a history of making explosive accusations only to retreat when things get heated. In stark contrast, Denise Richards, who was navigating her own controversy that season, seemed more sympathetic toward Camille. Denise, who found herself under fire from the other women over allegations related to her personal life, likely appreciated Camille's willingness to challenge the group's dynamic. Together, Denise and Camille formed a bit of an alliance, with both women feeling like outsiders among the established cast. The producer's decision to include Camille in a limited capacity raises questions about how intentional this setup might have been. Was Camille truly a last-minute addition? Or was her sporadic appearance part of a larger plan to inject controversy without making her a full-time housewife? Producers know that Camille's presence comes with a certain amount of unpredictability, and a tendency to reveal sensitive secrets and call out hypocrisy often leads to some of the most compelling scenes. It's plausible that the producers banked on Camille's outsider status to generate friction without disrupting the established cast hierarchy. By keeping her appearances limited, they could use her to stir up drama without creating lasting commitments, keeping the spotlight on the core cast while still benefiting from Camille's penchant for chaos. Camille didn't disappoint when she appeared on screen in Season 10. True to form, she wasted no time addressing past grievances and calling out the cast members she felt had wronged her. Her interactions with the women, especially Kyle and Teddi, became focal points of tension. Camille's comments struck a nerve with the group, reigniting old wounds and prompting the kind of confrontational scenes that have come to define RHOBH.